Okay, so let's see here. What do we want to call the tiers? I'm gonna make a top 6, and the top 6 is going to be ordered. Then I'm going to do S, then I'm going to do A, then I'm going to do B, and then we'll do C. So here lies the question. Top 1. I know you guys want me to do this, but I still stick by it. I still say personal. I still say personal. Great normals, great damage. One of the best full screen options in the game, and straight up the best special in the entire game, with the flame carpet being a hit confirmable special. Does decent chip, does damage over time, is plus on block. That button alone makes him better than probably at least 80% of the characters in the game. Just that one move alone. The only things bad about Percival pretty much is that I think he struggles against zoners. Next up, I will say fine. I will say fine. You guys beat me down to it. Alright. Grimnir top 2. Okay, I'll say Grimnir top 2. Why is he top 2 and not top 1? Simple. His defense still sucks. But the game itself is so friendly towards defense that it's honestly not that bad, which is why he's so high up. And his offense is so ridiculously strong, and his damage is probably the highest in the game. Those things combined makes him easily one of the best characters in the game. Okay, number three. Just still broken. The only thing that's different now with Versusia this patch compared to last patch is that you could actually sit full screen against her now. Before you couldn't even do that because the pillar tracked full screen, but with the nerf to pillar, if your character is able to play full screen, you at least can do that against her. Still has great staggers because 2L is still +3 for some reason. I still basically unseeable lariat, which can be made safe if she's got the 5U charge. High damage, literal corner to corner combos, and honestly, the 5U changes I think actually made her combos better. Alright, number 4, Matera. I don't get why people seem to think that Matera or zoners in general are bad in this game. BC exists, which they use better than any other characters, because their range just makes it near impossible to actually BC them. While BC just sends them away, so they have plenty of place to zone again. Matera, having also one of the best specials in the entire game with ultimate butterfly, being the best zoner easily, then getting her arrows buffed to be damn near unpunishable, on top of being as quick as they are, as well as being able to set up frame traps, as well as being able to bait brave counters in the corner, as well as doing high-low setups. There's really almost nothing wrong with this character. She is the ultimate zoner in the game. And speaking of characters which have literally nothing wrong with them, Belial. He's been strong since he came out in the first game. He was strong when he came out in this game. And then somehow he got buffed when he was already strong in this game, and then he got nerfed, but was still strong in this game. And then guess what? Some of the characters above him got nerfed. He got no changes, so guess what? He is still strong now. This character, I swear, will literally never be bad. And then the last of the characters going into this top row to round out the top 6. This guy got too many buffs. I'm sorry, he got too many buffs. Let's see. So what were Vasaraga's issues last patch? Well, so basically all this pressure comes around having Soul Forge, right? But it's a one-time use, and if they have a multi-hitting projectile or multi-hitting move, they can just go right through it. Why don't we make it where he can do 3 in 1 charge? What a smart idea! And to go along with giving him 3 shots of it in 1 charge, let's also give him a Far M that makes Vegito from Dragon Ball jealous. And then on top of all that, let's also give his heavy buttons more hit stun, therefore improving all of his combos as well. And I will not hear arguments against it. They overbuffed the hell out of this character. I probably could have finished it up and made a top 10. But I think these are straight at the top 6. All right, so now moving down to the S tier. This one's not going to be ordered, but we are going to have multiple characters, including a character very similar to Grimnir in many ways, just missing out a bit on the damage side. We got Narmaya. But yeah, this character has basically everything. The only thing she's missing is some damage. Pretty much, that's pretty much the only downside to her, is that her damage isn't the greatest. Her damage isn't even bad. No, that's the thing. Her damage isn't the greatest, but she gets the hit in the corner. She's got restands to make her damage pretty damn good. That's basically the only downside. Mid screen, she has basically nothing. Chad said so, and I agree. And not sure she was gonna be next, but she was gonna be put up here anyways. Catalina, she got nerfed. Big whoop. I said the same thing with Versusia, I said the same with Catalina, and guess what? There's another character that's going to be up here pretty soon. That'll be saying the same thing for her. She got nerfed. She can no longer go wall to wall for 50%. Big freaking whoop. Guess what? Nothing else changed. She is still busted. Wall of Light is still busted. Still got corner to corner combos. Still has the best confirms in the game. Still has a 9-frame DP. Still has a 9-frame DP, still has an amazing 2M. She is just a really, really strong character, and I don't understand the amount of people that dropped her after her nerfs. Fairy, the other top zoner in the game. Kind of similar to what I was saying with Narmaya, but even more so when it comes to the damage side. Quite literally, the only thing bad about her is the damage. Like her, that's it. Like we can compare her and Grimnir in many ways, both going for high low mix-ups. The difference is Grimnir hits you, you die in 2 hits. Fairy typically has to hit you like 4 or 5 times. That being said though, she will hit you 4 to 5 times before you even get within a foot of her. When playing the game, she might legitimately feel like the worst character to fight. Just because of all this just random swinging and then that she'll just be doing. Beatrix. Guess what? They nerfed her. Guess what? Delta Clock is still busted. She still has great damage. Riding Free is still amazing. She still has really good normals. She is still a broken ass character. It's just that her damage, which was some of the highest in the game, I might say, got weaker. Zeta still does a lot of things really well. Still has great air movement. Still has some of the, if not actually, when done optimally, she has the best corner carry in the entire game because she can go corner to corner meterless. Her parry is still probably the best reversal in the entire game, even despite the nerfs. The main reason why she's not as high anymore, and why I probably would put her in the top 15 if I were to actually order S tier rather than in the top 10 or even higher, is just because the loss of the Fuzzy hurt her far more than the likes of Grimnir, because she does need a few more hits. And the loss of the Fuzzy does make it more difficult to do that. That being said, she's still really good. Sora's plus. This character is never not plus. All it takes is one wrong move and Sora's is on top of you, and then you're either losing a breakpoint, eating a whole bunch of chip, or taking a potential throw mix that could lead into over half your life bar. On top of the fact that he's one of the only characters in the game that can actually punish -5 situations with his fast ass axe kick. I know 5U doesn't automatically win the game for people, but that shit is way too good. Lil-Wayne's pretty damn good. Lil-Wayne has probably the second best special in the entire game with the ultimate bone wheel. The ability to gain meter, the ability to gain health. Shockingly underrated normals. His normals are actually really good. His 2M is fantastic. The ability to run backwards gives him easily the best backdash option in the game, because he moves quick when he does that, and is able to press immediately out of it. Lil-Wayne is just really good. Honoré. The least played character in the game. Projectile that pierces other projectiles. An absolutely fantastic install, if I do say so myself. A parry, unlike Lil-Wayne's, that if he gets hit, you cannot spot dodge it. Basically, the only downside to him is his normals and his movements are all very slow. Beelzebub, the character I wished it would never get buffed, and then they buffed him. And I'm thankful that everyone swapped the Vasaragan onto him. Against characters like Beatrix, like Belial, like Catalina, for example, characters with meterless DPs and ultimate projectiles have a good way to stop Beelzebub's game plan. Pretty much, of either going for the plus on block dives or using his arrows to go for setups. That's pretty much the only downside of him. Where we're going to end it on the S tier. So now we're going to move down to the A tier, where we're going to start with the character that I considered putting up in S tier, and I'm currently debating if I am going to move him up to S tier. Sandalphon. He's flashier Shoto. If he didn't make himself weaker in a way by going into the elements, right? If he didn't make himself hurt or take more damage when he goes into elements, he would be a no-brainer S tier. But it sucks that the way to make him stronger, make his projectiles better, or give him more options, is to kind of hurt himself. But he does have a lot of options, which is why I'm debating if I want to put him either S or A. There you go. Not sure S or A. Bottom of S if I were to order it, or top of A. Again, if I were to order it, I could see either or. This character is really good. It's just that he does a lot of things really good, not many things really great. And speaking of which, the opposite of that, Gren. This character hurts. The 5U change is kind of okay, although it does set up some fun space traps. But if you get hit by this character, expect not to live. Charlotta, this little potato, and I've got PTSD from this little potato. Good damage, great RPS situations with the flip. Like, if we're going to rank every character by their strongest move, she'd be up in the top tiers, because that move is an abomination, and I wish it would go to hell. That being said, she doesn't like characters that can keep her out, but at the same time, it's very annoying to keep her out. Okay, speaking of those characters, Siegfried. I say unfortunately, but I probably mean fortunately. A shadow of his former self, but he still has some of the best normals in the game, still has great damage, still has ways to set up plus frames. His DP got nerfed to no longer be the ultimate chip tool, but still a solid DP. 2M Go Burr. I do not miss him. Still good. Use this. Bullets that can pierce other bullets. Great screen control. Funny RPS using basically every version of the grenade. Be it yellow up close, heavy for throw, don't throw or bait the throw, or ultimate for literally anything for Oki. Really good combos if you're able to do it optimally. To be or not to be? Answer, not. Great normals, great normals. So much so that the only thing most 2B players know how to do is mash. Her specials are decent at setting up plus frames, but her mana regen is slow, so she can't exactly spam them most of the time. Her damage is among the lowest in the entire game, and I really hope that she stays as she is. Or, gets another nerf. I'm okay with that too. I hate fighting her, so I'm okay if she never sees the light of top tier ever again. Kag. She's just very annoying. If you're able to react to the traps, then you're able to get out of the traps really quickly, and then her pressure falls dramatically. Makes me wish I was a little better at that myself. But I've seen what other people can do who are better at the matchup than me. Seox. There's not much wrong with this character outside the fact that if you hit him a single time, he falls over. That's honestly Seox's biggest weakness. Outside of that, plus frames for days, good normals. His main weakness is just if he loses any of these interactions and he gets hit, he just melts. And why not put Vera up here? Once she's able to get into her install, she becomes kind of nuts. Never being honest. And because of the fact that they added multiple ways to, or should they add multiple ways, but they did add more ways to allow her to get into her install quicker, it's now more difficult to keep her out of that form. Besides that, 9 frame DP, really good normals. Basically, the only downside to her is just the fact that she does typically need her install in order to compete with the strongest characters. But still really good though. I think that's going to be it for A. I'm going to go to B, where I probably will put Jita. This character is Jita is definitely a shell of her former self, mainly because nowadays the best thing about her pretty much is her ultimate projectile, which is still a great throw bait tool. Sets up plus frames. Only combos on counter hits now, which kind of sucks, but that's pretty much it. Besides that, normal's decent, DP good, but they took away her corner carry and then proceeded to give it to more characters, which I still don't fully understand. Lancelot. I'm sorry, this character's just not good. Like, there's really not much to say about him. His movement is good. His EX projectile, Oki, is good. Ultimate projectile, when you get them to block it, is good, although most people nowadays have learned to just take the throw, because spending 50% basically just to get a throw onto somebody is really not good. I'm sorry, it's just not. Lancelot, unfortunately, is just not good. Ladiva, she got buffed, and I am very thankful that she's still down here. Let me put it that way. I am very glad that she is still down here. I hate fighting her. The downsides of this character are still there. Her lariat is now really quick, but she can still be ducked. Her sweep is now really fast, but you still have to get really close. Lucilius. This character was mid when he first came out. They buffed his level 5 like crazy, then nerfed him to make it where they almost never get to level 5 anymore. He's back to being fairly okay. But unfortunately, multiple characters have gotten buffed since he was first released. So now he's kind of down here. So now he's still kind of meh. Yip. The rise of zoner characters have just made things even more hell for UL players. She gets in and gets you blocking. Cool. I wish you the best of luck. Zoe, I wish you were better because I wanted to play you. If you are blocking against her, hold a down back and wait, because eventually she is going to have to start charging her dragon meter, because once she runs out, she becomes really bad. Her 2M is amazing. Her 66H, I hate it. Then once she runs out of dragon meter, it just goes downhill from there, incredibly so for her. Vayne, to her last character, not in the bottom tier. His 5U pisses me off, along with everyone else, because now Vayne players just spam it for no other reason than it works. Vayne issues before are still relatively Vayne issues now, and I think he either wins heavily or loses heavily. There tends to not be much difference when it comes to him. Then the bottom tiers. My boy, Avatar. Please fix him. Make it where he hurts himself less. Remember we were talking about before with Seox? Yeah, imagine that. But he hurts himself on top of that. He is such a poorly designed character. It's so bad. Anila. I honestly don't even know what to say about her. 2U and 66H are amazing. Legitimately, I got nothing else. Alright, Nier. She's worthless without death, and death goes away too quickly. And not only can death go away, Nier can be punished. So Nier is not great, even with the buff she got last patch. And honestly, I don't think many people are upset about that. Galleon. If you can react to her throw, this character has nothing. That is my #1 issue with this character. If you can react to her throw, this character legitimately has nothing. You literally have to set up a circle. You have to get them on top of the circle, and then you have to hit them with a reactable throw, to where if they jump the throw, not only do you miss out on getting a full combo, but you instead are getting full comboed. She's only been out for a short time, and there is a very real possibility that she might be broken with all the plus frames that she has, but we just don't know it yet because people haven't discovered stuff yet. So there is a very real chance that sometime in the future Myself and the other people who think that she is bottom tier can very much be proven wrong, and she could actually be mid, high, even top tier. It's just that, at least as of right now, I do not see it, and I consider her to be pretty bad, as long as the opponent can react to the throws. It is Dragalia's favorite, Vicola. Her normal still leaves so much to be desired. A lot of her specials are still roll dodgeable, and for the most part, basically all the same issues that Vicola had last patch are basically the same now. She is a very cool character. I love all the animations they did, and they did a great job making her. But I just don't think that they did the best of job with making her in terms of actual gameplay wise. And that is my list.